remember where we were. I said my concern is that these 3 people within the city of Tshwane were giving you access to documents that belong to the Tshwane municipality, which you should not have had access to. That was really my point, that you as an outsider, being neither a job applicant or an official of the city of Tshwane, should not have had access to any of these documents. Do you accept that? And if you don't accept it, you can say, I don't accept it. So I'm not putting words in your mouth. And you seem to me to have been pulling strings in matters you should have had nothing to do with. As an outsider, my impression, listening to your evidence and looking at the documents, is that you were pulling strings in relation to tenders at the Tshwane municipality, but you were also pulling strings in relation to recruitment processes that had nothing to do with you. What is your comment?
That's not true.
Then what was your reason for involving yourself at Tshwane municipality?
I think it was on the basis of trying to help these youth who were unemployed or who are unemployed. So it was on those bases, Commissioner.
Sorry, I keep switching it on and off as you talk to avoid disturbing you. Let me start again. I'm saying it was not just a case of helping and following proper channels, because you were not going through HR. You were going through people who were perceived or people that you knew were close to you. So you were using your friendships within the municipality to assist these people that you're saying you were assisting. So you were using your influence with these people who are your friends to achieve those objectives that you say you sought to achieve.
Interpreter?
Lapha wena ubuthola lama document angaphakathi ngoba isizathu salokho kwakungekhona ukuzama ukusiza. Bangabe uzama ukusiza ubuzoya ku-HR kodwa awuyanga kubantu be-HR, buya kubantu baziyo ukuthi uxhumene nabo noma babangani bakho.
If it's an HR issue, you go to HR, you make an inquiry. That's not what you did. You went to your friends within the city of Tshwane. So you were using your friendships or your influence within the city of Tshwane to achieve that which you said you wanted to achieve. Do you want to comment?
Yes, I want to comment, Commissioner. If I used my influence at Tshwane or used my friends or people that I have captured in a way that, or Commissioner Kumalo has put it, it's a bit harsh, my Commissioner, I did not capture.
We read it from one of the WhatsApps yesterday. Captured.
Oh, okay.
It's not the words that are coming from me. And you, when you were asked what captures me, you said it means my friend.
Oh,
so using it in the same context.
Oh, now I understand. I withdraw that statement. Okay, Commissioner, the reason that I differ with the comment of my Honorable Commissioner Kumalo is with the following reasons. If I was influencing or using my contacts with my friends, all these people that they've applied and sent me their proof of application, they would have got employment if there was any of influence. But none of them, they did not. So it on my side, it shows that it was just a clear intentions trying to help the needy. So I'm asking the commission to take it on that view or level.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chaskels.
Thank you, Sergeant. I wanted to turn now to the issue of your relationship with Mr. Sibanyoni. And you said yesterday that you had had meetings with Mr. Sibanyoni on 1 or 2 occasions. If I look at your chats, it seems to me that you have visited Mr. Sibanyoni between March 2024 and September 2025. You visited his home on at least 12 occasions. Would that be right?
What page is that?
Well, I'll give you a series of pages, and maybe write them all down, and then you can check them in one go. In file 3, page 1015, which is 17 March 2024, 1017, 28 March 24, 1019, 2 April 24, 1020, 5 April 24, 1024, 7 June 24, 1025, 14 October 24, 1033, 13 December 24, 1034, 24 December 24, 1042, 30 April 2025, 1053, 30 July 2025, 1056, 24 September 25. That's the list.
Okay.
Do you want to check them, or do you accept that these will all reflect visits to Mr. Sibanyoni's private home?
You may proceed, yes, I confirm.
Sorry, what's the answer?
I said you may proceed. I confirm because
Thank you.
So why yesterday did you speak of 1 or 2 meetings when in fact you visited his private home on 12 occasions in the 18 months between March 2024 and September 2025?
I've never said that I've visited 3 times. I said I could not remember, but it might be more or less.
Look, in fairness to you, I didn't ask about visits, I asked about meetings. But your answer was 1 or 2 occasions. You had had 1 or 2 meetings with Mr. Sibanyoni. That was your answer. It wasn't that you couldn't remember. You'd only had 1 or 2 meetings at his house.
I can't remember saying that, but I maybe I said 1 or.
It was 1 or 2. Was that answer not accurate?
That's correct.
So you accept that you've had 12 meetings on at Mr. Sibanyoni's house between March 24 and September 25?
Yes, according to this file.
So why would you have told us yesterday that it was only 1 or 2?
I did not say it was 1 or 2. I said I can't remember exactly how many were they.
Well, the record will reflect what you said yesterday. It was very clear to me that it was 1 or 2. Because I then went on to ask you, well, if it was only one or two, why can't you remember, one, the one that I was asking you about, the one, I think it was on 30 April 2025. I said, if there've only been at most two, maybe only one, why can't you remember this one? And you couldn't really give an answer. You remember that?
Yes, I remember.
And that was just after we'd seen, I think it was 40 pages of pictures of a red vehicle.
That's correct.
So I repeat my question. Why did you tell us yesterday it was only one or two meetings, when in actual fact it was at least 12, and that's just over an 18-month period, the 18-month period for which we have chats?
I still repeat that I did not say one or two.
I'm not going to take it further. The record will reflect what you said. But what I do want to do is I want to take you to page 42 in file 1. And there on 42, in fact, it starts just at the bottom of 41. You'll see that on the 15th of November 2024, you sent to Mr. Nkosi, the CFO, a link to a TikTok clip of the opening of the Joe Sumbody Foundation. That link that you see below takes you to a TikTok of the opening of the launch of the Joe Sumbody Foundation.
That's correct, I see.
Why did you send this to the CFO?
I just sent it to him.
No, we know you did, but why?
To be honest with you, Commissioners, I would not remember exactly why would I have sent it to him.
Do you remember the admonition by Commissioner Valoy this morning? The one that made you scared of her?
Yes.
I think you are straying back to that terrain.
I don't want to take the commission there. I will try to answer to the best of my ability, of which this is what I'm trying to do now, my commissioners.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
And then you'll recall that on the 16th of December, at the foot of page 86, you told the CFO that you had a call at 6:30 to come and see number one. And his response was, who, my bro? Number one, JS. And you answered JS. And your version yesterday was that was General Sabia. You recall?
That's correct.
You don't want to reconsider, with the benefit of what we've gone through now, that it was much more likely to be Joe Sumbody?
No.
And can you give me your explanation again as to why General Sabia would be JS in the JS?
Okay, I think it was made on the abbreviation of JS because of JS means Chenene, referring to Swazi. This is how maybe if it will be the best of my ability to give that answer.
No, Sergeant. No. You know what you're saying is not true. JS is not a short for Janene in any language. It's not. Try again.
That is my answer. That is my understanding.
Understanding is the initial JS means Janene.
Janene.
Yeah, well, I'm saying to you, that's false. The answer you've given is false.
And Sergeant, can I move on?
Yes, you can, Mr. Chaskalson. He says that's to the best of his ability answer.
And you recall also that on the 30th of April at page 276, you sent the CFO a pin with the location of Mr. Sibanyoni's residence. On 277, you sent him a screenshot of the chats between yourself and Mr. Sibanyoni, explaining that you were meeting Mr. Sibanyoni at 4 o'clock, and saying that you were still there, at the foot of that screenshot. And he wanted to know, his response was, "Let me know how it goes." Why would he have been interested in how your meeting with Mr. Sibanyoni went?
I'm gonna try again, not to upset my commissioner. My answer to that is maybe he was just referring to me or a concern about me. And let me know how it goes. Maybe there are possibilities that on that day maybe we were supposed to meet with him, the CFO, or not.
Well, if he was concerned about you, it would tie in with his response on page 87 when he explained, when he asked, "Are you meeting with number one, JS?" And you said JS, because his response immediately thereafter is, "Eish, should we be worried?" He seems to have concern when you are called to meetings with JS. Concerns for you and concerns for him. Was it not a similar concern for you that he was expressing in relation to a meeting with JS on the 30th of April? No.
Yes.
It was a separate concern.
The way I read the message.
So he was just concerned for you, knowing that you were having a meeting with Mr. Sibanyoni.
That's correct.
Why would he be concerned for you?
As I've said, commissioners, that there are possibilities that maybe on that day I was supposed to meet him, the CFO. So when I inform him that where I'm going, because I'm used on taking pictures in whatever thing that I do or send the location. So this is how maybe he was talking to me that let's see how it goes.
But a minute ago when you explained that, you said he was concerned about me.
can't remember saying that.
All right, Sergeant, I'm going to leave the topic of Mr. Sibanyoni. You'll be relieved about that.
You leave it. Can I just say, Sergeant, what it looks like? Starting with your response yesterday about meetings with Mr. Sibanyoni, and you said 1 or 2, which is quite far from the 12 that you have now had to accept because you are shown the documents. So starting with that, and then this explanation that JS is firstly you said it's General Sibia yesterday, now you say, well, it's short for Janene. And how you are answering about the CFO's, Mr. Mnisi's response to you when you tell him that you got a call at 6 in the morning to go to Mr. Sibanyoni, and how you're answering. It looks like you are downplaying your relationship or association or even involvement with Mr. Sibanyoni. You're downplaying it. You're creating the impression, you want to create the impression that you have very little to do with him. Very little. And that started with how you answered yesterday about how many times you've met with him. And the question is, why would you downplay or want to downplay that relationship when on the documents before us, it is clear that you have more than just a casual relationship with him. And the question is, why would you want to downplay that relationship? What is it about that relationship that you wouldn't want to be frank and open about, at least the extent of it? But that's the impression that I have. It is you're deliberately downplaying that relationship. I don't know if you want to comment.
Yes, I would want to comment. I would not want to maybe admit on putting it like I'm trying to downplay the relationship with myself and Mr. Sibanyoni. I never had a problem with him. He never had a problem with me as well. He's a taxi owner, he's a businessman. I've got no other relationship that maybe it might look that may cause me to distance myself from him. The reason that I said 3 or more, I've even said to Commissioner Khumalo when I was signing with hands that it can be, it is maybe, it was through the hand signal that I did not elaborate that how many times. But I did not close in that thing that it was 3 or 2, according to my memory. But I've never distanced in terms of the number, whether it's 3 or 4. No, I said it can be, yes.
Let me ask you, when the CFO said JS, after you said I have a meeting, I was woken up at 6, and he says JS, how did you know that he's referring to General Sibia? If all he says is JS, those are not General Sibia's initials. How did you know he was referring to him? Firstly, he says, I think there's number 1, there's a reference to number 1. And then that's at page 87. There's a reference to number 1. And then he said, he asks you. Maybe let's start at 86. At the bottom of 86, you say, I got a call at 6:30 to come see number 1. He says, who, my bro? And then he asks again, number 1. And then with a question mark. And then he says, JS. And you knew who JS is. And then you say, I will handle him and will let you know. So you're both talking about the same person. That's why you say, I will handle him and I will let you know. How did you know that where he says JS, he's speaking about General Sibia.
Okay, thank you. The reason that I'm saying it was General Sibia, there was no way in anywhere where myself and the CFO were together with Mr. Sibanyoni. There was no way or anywhere where Mr. Sibanyoni will ask me or tell me something about the CFO. I'm still standing by my word that says JS. It was, to me, it was referring as Ujenene, because the person we usually talk about is General Sibia. It was just a coincidence when it says JS, automatically there is this visit to him. And I still repeat that I do not distance myself with Mr. Sibanyoni because I've got no reason to do that.
Does your answer mean there has been situations where you and the CFO have been together with General Sibia? Because you say it could not have been JS, could not have been Sibanyoni, because there's no way you have been together, the three of you, or where you and the CFO have discussed Mr. Sibanyoni. Does that mean this response, which you both know relates to General Sibia, according to you, does it mean you've been together with General Sibia, the three of you, and you and the CFO have discussed General Sibia?
No, Commissioner. I don't know if maybe my answer will be of satisfactory to the Commissioner. The way we communicate, myself and the CFO, we declare each other as one. So when he said, are we in problem or are we okay? I'm just saying, it does not necessarily mean me and him. It necessarily means me, vice versa to him. Mfethu, are we good? Mfethu, we are one. So that is my reference. And I've never been to General Sibia together with the CFO.
Mr. Mnisi, yes.
Yes, neither with Mr. Sibanyoni. But Mr. Mnisi knows that who Sibia is, who Sibanyoni is.
Okay. And when you say JS stands for Jenene, and you both knew that JS is Jenene, why does that not apply to General Lamini? How did he know you're not talking about General Lamini when he says JS? Because you say JS means Jenene. How did you know that he's not referring to General Lamini when he says JS?
That
because it means Jenene, according to you.
I'm saying that maybe that S for Sibia, and then that J Jenene. I took it that way because of when it was when he's speaking of General Lamini will say US.
Okay. Now, as a second part to what you've said, it is not true or correct that you and Mr. Mnisi have not discussed Mr. Sibanyoni. It's not true. You've shared a video clip of the launching of his foundation, so there is a conversation there. You've also told him, I'm at the house of Sibanyoni, I'm still here, I'll let you know how it goes. So it's not true that you have never, or you never discuss Mr. Sibanyoni with Mr. Mnisi, at least on the documents that are before us.
I'm subjected to be corrected, my commissioner. I've never said that I've never spoken to Mr. Mnisi about Mr. Sibanyoni. No, I've never said that.
Okay, I stand corrected. So you have discussed, you have talked to Mr. Mnisi about Mr. Sibanyoni?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chaskowski.
Very briefly to turn now to Mr. Lekokela. And you confirmed yesterday that Mr. Lekokela had been an official in the Tshwane municipality and then he moved to the Rustenburg municipality.
Yes, I confirm.
Now, it's a matter of public record that DJ Sumbody was murdered on 20 November 2022. 20 November 22. And you may or may not know the date, but I can assure you that was the date.
That's correct.
Can I take you to page 683? File 2. You have the page?
That is 683.
683, yes.
That's correct.
And you'll see that at chat 4 at 11, on 23 November, that's 3 days after DJ Somebody's murder, at 4:53 p.m., you sent Mr. Lekokela a photograph. Do you remember what that photograph was?
Yes.
And can you describe the people in the photograph?
It's Mr. Lekokela and DJ Sumbody.
So it's Mr. Lekokela and DJ Sumbody, and the caption that you put on your message is, "Why didn't you call him to order?" You see that?
That's correct.
Now, for what did DJ Sumbody need to be called to order? What had he done wrong that needed him to be called to order?
I don't know. I can't remember what was this. Why didn't you call him to order? Was relating to, as in when he responded, I didn't know. I can't remember that.
Well, Sergeant, I can't accept that answer. I think you do know, at least from second-hand reports, what, and I'm not suggesting that you had personal knowledge, but what reports have you received in relation to what DJ Sumbody did wrong that got him murdered?
I would not comment on the DJ Sumbody is murder. Here, it was on this basis of the picture that I sent to Mr. Lekokela, and then I've uttered these words.
You see, when you sent, why didn't you call him to order? Were you not suggesting that if Mr. Lekokela had called DJ Sumbody to order, had told DJ Sumbody to stop doing what he was doing, DJ Sumbody may still be alive? Isn't that what your message was saying?
No, and commissioners, I will not appreciate when you associate me with knowing what was or what happened with DJ Sumbody or what might be the cause based on what I've wrote here. Why didn't you call him to order? It had nothing to do with anything.
Well, what did you mean by saying, why didn't you call him to order?
As I said, that I can recall clearly what was the conversation all about.
Well, look at it now. Why would you say, well, let me take a step back. Were DJ Sumbody and Mr. Lekokela friends?
That's correct.
Why would you say to the friend of a man who has just been murdered, why didn't you call him to order?
Maybe in case it is helpful, you might also want to see the next chat. Look at the next chat where he answers and he says, I didn't know.
Yes, I've answered it, Commissioner, that I don't know how did it come, because I'm saying, why didn't you call him into order? Then he say, I didn't know. I didn't know really. Even now, I can't remember what was that.
Come on now, Sergeant. Don't play games with us. You say in response to Mr. Shaskalsin, your text, why didn't you call him to order, could not have had anything to do with what Mr. Shaskalsin was suggesting to you. But at the same time, you say you do not remember what it related to. That doesn't make sense to me. How can you be sure that it definitely had nothing to do with what Mr. Shaskalsin is suggesting to you, if you don't even remember what it was about, what the text was about? If you don't remember, you don't remember. And then even what Mr. Shaskalsin is saying may well be a possibility.
Can I respond to that?
Yes, please.
Commissioners, I've answered to the best of my ability.
You are lying. That's the problem. The problem is that you are lying to us. You are lying to us, Sergeant Nkosi.
I've got no reason to lie. DJ Sumbody was close to Mr. Lukugela, and I would not know what exactly we're talking about on that day, or that led me to say these words. But if maybe during lunch I will be given an opportunity, I will check with Mr. Lukugela on really, if he remembers, then I will come. But it's got nothing to do the way Mr. Shaskalsin was suggesting that I knew. I'm distancing myself that what I was talking about here, I can recall.
You see, this outside of your work situation as a police officer, where you probably encounter lots and lots of deaths around you, but all of those relating to your work situation. Outside of your work situation, it cannot be that people die all the time around you. Die as a result of murder. I'm not talking deaths by natural causes. It cannot be that people die around you as a result of murder all the time outside of your work situation. So this is something out of the ordinary, so to speak. And you write and you say, why didn't you call him to order? Surely you remember that. You cannot tell us that you do not remember that. And if you tell us that, I'm saying directly to you and to your face that you are lying. Please try to come up with a different answer, which is more plausible. Otherwise, you are just telling us lies.
To respond on that, Commissioner, but with due respect, the way Commissioner is putting it, that there is no way that people are dying outside of my work, and with this man, it portrays another picture that maybe I might know what is happening, or I might have knowledge, and I'm not doing anything about it.
No. You are misunderstanding me. You are misunderstanding me. I'm saying around you,
Yes.
around me, around most of the people here, and I'm saying forget about your work situation as a police officer, where you probably encounter lots and lots of murders. So I'm saying around you, around me, and around many other people in our ordinary lives. We don't have people dying all the time around us. That's what I'm suggesting to you.
Yes.
And I'm saying nothing about you doing anything wrong with regard to those murders. Do you get me?
That's correct, yes.
So those murders that you do become aware of outside of your work,
Yes.
must surely stick to your mind.
Yes.
Correct?
That's correct.
Yes. Now, it seems to me that you had a particular interest with regard to or in relation to this matter,
Yes,
correct?
that's correct.
Now you write to Mr. Likukela, who you say was the friend of the deceased. You write and you say, why didn't you call him to order? Surely you must know what your text was about. You must know. Correct?
I deny, commissioners. It happened long ago in 2022. And I can't, not in a bad way, I can't remember everything that I said then or I meant then. But I want to try to the best of my ability to remember what really I meant. But
Please,
I can only...
Yes, continue. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine, Commissioner.
Please.
By the help of the person that I was talking about. So
Please apply your mind and try to remember over the lunch break, because I know you are lying to us. So I want you to come back and give us an answer to this, an honest and truthful answer when we come back, because right now you are lying to us.
so sorry to add on that, maybe not to I will maybe appreciate maybe if the commissioner can say, because of you are not sure now, go and think hard about it. Not that maybe you are lying about it. I'm not lying. I'm not a liar, my commissioner.
So far, until you give an answer that does sound truthful and honest, so far I'll say you are lying.
Can maybe
So please redeem yourself and give us an answer that makes sense in the circumstances.
Yes, but can with this one, maybe meet each other 50-50 that maybe I might have forgotten, then you come with your 50 that maybe I might, but not that completely 100% I'm lying. I'm not a liar, Commissioner Baloyi, I'm not.
May we... Commissioner Baloyi is sitting next to
I
me.
didn't say anything.
No, I'm looking the way you are looking at me, that the next question, I will not stand for it. So I'm just preparing.
Thank you. Let's adjourn and come back at 2:05.